hundreds of thousands of dollars, even millions of dollars with just a couple of hours a day, sometimes even minutes. This is what day trading allows you to do. You can open and close the operation with one single day. That's why it's called day trading. And depending on your experience, the way you approach your strategy and your risk management, you can have results like these or even like these. And day trading is one of the most common trading styles in the market. And in this video, I'm going to reveal to you the tips and wisdom that I wish I knew when I started day trading, because it would have saved me a lot of time. So first things first, you have to understand what is day trading actually. And it's simply a way of how you can trade in the markets. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Day trading equals trading every day. Your trades usually last for a period of 18 to 24 hours. So what if the trade goes over the 24 hours? Well, it's no longer a day trade. Now it's called an intraday trade, but it's not a big deal if it goes over a couple of hours. And if it goes over then 24 hours by 2-3 days, now you've entered a swing trade. Swing trades usually go over a couple of days or over a week. If you guys want to know more about swing trading, check this video out right here, which explains it to the T. And there's many other types of trading. There's scalping, which is on the lower time frames, which you're trading either a couple of minutes or maybe an hour a day. And then there's position size trading, which you're taking a trade for more than 1 to 2 months. And that is the most simplest way to understand the different types of trading. It could be very confusing at the beginning because it looks like there's so much going on, but it's very simple. There's 4 types of trading: scalping, very lower time frames; day trading, which you're trading to the day; intraday trading, which you're trading a little bit more than a day; and then you have swing trading, which you're trading for a little bit over a week; and then position trading, but that's something that you do for long-term investments. But in this video, we're going to only be focusing on day trading, and I want you to know why, because we're going to focus on all of the advantages, which there is many, and we're also going to focus on the disadvantages, because there's many, and I wish I knew these when I started trading as well. So to start off, these are the advantages. First off, their trades are extremely fast. You can enter a position in the market immediately. Let's say you want to buy Euro USD right now. The moment you click buy, you're in the market. And usually trades don't last more than a day, so you have your results, whether you win or lose, by the end of that day. So it helps you with your patience. And the second point, funny enough, it's actually patience. So it's a double-edged sword. It can actually work for the benefit of you, because let's say you're busy throughout the week. Let's say you work 2-3 days out of the week. You don't have to trade those 2-3 days. You only day trade the 2-3 days you're free. So it's good because you could be patient and not trade the days you're at work, and you can still have opportunities. But it can also be a double-edged sword, because if you're not patient and you take too many day trades, you can over trade and actually blow your account and lose a lot of money. So that's a disadvantage, but we're going to get to those very soon. The next point is you can literally access trading anywhere in the world, whether you're in America, Latin America, South Africa, London, Australia, Russia, China, anywhere where there is simply Wi-Fi and a laptop, you are able to actually day trade. You don't need a license to day trade. You simply just open up your account, deposit your money, apply your strategy, and that's it. You don't need a license. You don't have to go to school. All you need is a profitable strategy. You can get a solid opportunity every day or every other day, meaning you can literally make money in the markets every single day that the market's open. With Forex, it is open Monday through Friday, technically, obviously with the exception of Sunday, but we don't trade Sundays. And it's open 24/5 every single day out of the week, every hour out of the day. Another great benefit is that there is a load of day traders in this community, and it's a great advantage because you can meet other like-minded people, but it can also be a double-edged sword because you don't know who to listen to, and it can almost be information overload and you can get lost and confused. But again, more of that once we get to the disadvantages. To add, you don't have to be in front of the charts every single hour of the day. Let's say you're only day trading the New York session, you only have to be there for 4 to 5 hours max. And that's it. You can enjoy the rest of the day. Or let's say you're trading London session, you only have to be there for the 4 to 5, 6 hours of the session, and that's it. You can enjoy the rest of your day. So the benefit is that you don't have to be in front of the charts for every single tick of the candlestick. And that leads me to my next point, which is literally once you catch a trade, you're done. You can literally go enjoy your day, and you don't have to be stuck in front of the screens like, let's say, a scalper or an intraday trader, which is more focused on every single tick of the market for the most part. Risk to reward ratio is amazing because when you're a day trader, you're not catching a 1-to-1. You're catching a minimum of a 1-to-2 risk to reward. Now, don't get confused with that. If this is your first time hearing it, we're going to talk a little bit about that later in this video as well, because the risk to reward is actually what led me to become profitable. If I didn't have a positive risk to reward ratio, I wouldn't be in the position where I am today. And I'm going to explain to you how key that is so you can become successful with trading. And I think one of the main benefits about day trading is that you realistically only have to take 1 or 2 day trades a week. And that's it. You don't have to trade anymore for the week. So actually less is better. Yes, you're a day trader. You can have many opportunities, but you don't have to take all of them. You could only take the best ones. So those were some of the advantages, and there is many more out there, but let's get into the disadvantages, which there are actually some things that can sneak up on you. If I wouldn't have told you this inside this video, it would have been a very, very expensive lesson. A big disadvantage is that the market as a day trader sometimes is choppy. And since you're a day trader, you want to trade every single day. So this can cause you to be doubtful of your strategy due to the market being irrational or just not following the trend overall. Because let's say, for example, that the market at the end of the week ends up moving up 400 or 500 pips, but let's say it was choppy for 2-3 days, this would have messed up your day trading strategy. Another bad point is that since you're a day trader and you access so many trades, once you enter a losing streak of, let's say, 5 or 6 more trades, you are now in a downward spiral of losses until you pretty much blow your account. Because since you're a day trader, you have access to so many opportunities, sometimes you can't differentiate the good opportunities from the bad ones. And that also leads me to the next point, which is having too many opportunities is actually a bad thing, because you can overtrade and you can become overwhelmed with how many opportunities the market is giving you. So you actually have to be very careful when looking at the charts to day trade, because if you're taking trades every single day because you call yourself a day trader, you're now forcing yourself into positions that probably wouldn't make sense for a real day trader. The double-edged sword that I was talking about, that there's a lot of day traders and it's a good thing because you can meet a lot of like-minded people. Well, the bad side about the sword is that there's a lot of fake gurus out there. There's a lot of people that they don't know what they're talking about at all. People that literally have started trading for 3 months and they think they know more than everybody just because they figured out how to use these trading platforms. So it's actually a disadvantage that there's a lot of day traders, because if you don't only focus on one mentor and one trader, you can get all of this outside noise and it could completely throw you off your tracks, and it can be devastating because you don't know who to listen. There's so many successful day traders and you don't know who to listen to. So it's a big disadvantage, but that one's easy to block out because you just focus on one mentor and that's it. And another crazy disadvantage, which some of you guys would maybe want to have, is that you can make a shit ton of money super fast. And this is actually not a good thing, because if you make a shit ton of money super fast, you've never made this money before, you don't know how to handle it. You don't know what it would do with it. Let's say you've never made $10,000 in 1 month and you make that now in one single day trade. I bet you're gonna feel amazing. You're gonna feel like the king of the world, but now your emotions are tied to the money, because since you've never made it, now you're gonna do things you have never done. And as soon as you spend the money, you can never make it again because you think you're the king of the world when you have barely just figured out this day trading. So making a lot of money fast is actually a bad thing, but it's an opportunity that the market has for you there every single day. So those are some of the disadvantages. But if you actually want to start making those $10,000 a day, you have to have a real account, right? You can't make money on demo. Demo is also known as paper trading, which is fake trading. This is because you are able to see the market conditions that the broker gives you. You're able to test out your strategy in demo money. But there's also the real account where you actually have to deposit, and every single trade that you take goes live into the market. The demo trades also go executed straight into the market, but they're never going to be exactly the same as the live markets because there's obviously slippage and all that stuff. So if you want to know more about this real account and demo account and how you create one, just watch this video right here because it explains it to the T. It is very key that you know when is the right time to deposit into your real account and how long you should actually trade in your demo account. But I can summarize it for you. A demo account is fake money. It's demo. You can literally put as much money as you want. You can become a millionaire in demo. You can just deposit as much demo money as you want. And you can trade it. You can try your strategy. You can try your take profit, your entries, your stop loss, everything. Just so you get comfortable with the markets and you get comfortable with your strategy. Now, once you do that, it's cool, but now you have to be ready to deposit money into your account. So now once you deposit the money into your account, you deposit it into the broker, you connect it to the trading platform, and then you are executing into the market live. Which this is going to lead me to my next point, which is what platforms should you use? And I only recommend 2 platforms. And now there is hundreds of platforms out there. They're very confusing. Some are very tacky, some are very old, some are even too advanced, and it's just information overload. I use the most common and the most used in this industry, and they've been around for 20 to 25 years plus. So the main platform you need is TradingView. TradingView is going to be the platform where you can actually analyze your markets. This is where you're going to be able to line up your charts. This is where you're going to be able to put your areas of interest. This is where you're going to be able to actually analyze the markets to identify whether you want to buy or if you want to then sell. This is what I've been using since day one. This is what every single trader influencer has been using since day one as well. But It could get confusing because if somebody doesn't tell you that this is the platform right off the bat, it can get confusing because there's a lot of other platforms out there that try and be like TradingView. And then the next one is MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. This is where you're actually going to execute the trades. Now, just because you analyzed on TradingView, that means you actually have to click buy or sell. You can't click buy or sell on TradingView. You can click buy or sell on MetaTrader. That's where the money is going to go. You're going to deposit your money into MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. Technically into the broker, but then the broker connects to MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. And I have a video that explains both of these platforms to perfection right here. So if you want to know more about these two platforms, make sure you check out this video because I go into great detail how you can create an account, how you deposit the money. I even take a trade live with you guys in this video right here. So if you want to know more about it, just click on that video. But to summarize very briefly, TradingView is where you analyze your trades, and then MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 is where you actually execute the trades. Without TradingView, you can't analyze the markets. Without MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, you cannot execute in the actual markets. And both of these are in the App Store. They are free apps. They don't cost you anything. I've had them on my phone since day one, and I actually have my own section on my phone with it because it's my trading section, and I don't focus on anything else that is not those two apps. TradingView and MetaTrader. So now that you know that you need a real account or a demo account, and then you need to analyze the charts on TradingView or execute the trade on MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, now you need the actual strategy. You need to have the skill set to actually be able to execute these trades and make money. We're out here to make money, let's be honest. So this is what matters, the actual strategy. And you have the platforms. Now we're moving into the actual skill set that it requires to make money in these markets. And the key is to have a strategy that works. I'm a big believer on don't fix something that's not broken. If you see people out there that have strategies that work, you see the track record, you see them making profits time and time again, strategy probably works. Just go and copy it. It's the easiest thing you could ever do. I wish I learned that at the beginning because I wasted so much time trying to develop my own strategy. I didn't want to drop my ego and I didn't want to learn from somebody else because I thought I could do this all on my own. And I spent thousands of dollars on just back testing, thousands of hours on just trying to see if this works on the back testing end of the market and on the live testing of the market. So I would have saved so much time if I would have just put my ego and pride to the side and just learned from somebody, not try and make my own strategy. I didn't come into this market knowing anything. So why did I think I can make something out of nothing? Just get a strategy that is tested and that is proven. And once you have that, it's going to be so much easier to make money in the market. You're literally going to shorten the learning curve by I even think years, because you're just removing all the noise and you're only focusing on what matters. And by learning from somebody, you're literally saving hours of testing this strategy and actually seeing if it works. This person is literally showing you it works, so you just learn from them. I think it's the easiest route to take. And the moment I did that is when my trading completely turned 180 degrees. So now that you have the profitable strategy, you need to have this next point. Without this next point, you can throw everything out the window. You can throw the real account, you can throw the trading platforms, you could even throw the strategy out the window. Without this next point that I'm going to tell you, you will simply not be successful in trading. And that is going to be risk management. The way you manage your assets is going to define how you're going to grow in trading. As simple as it is. If you treat your account with little to no respect and you have no risk management, that's how the markets are going to treat you. With little to no respect, and you're not going to have any results. You need to have a bulletproof risk management plan when executing every single trade. This way, you know exactly how much you're going to lose, how much you're going to gain, and what is the probability of you actually gaining versus losing, let's say over the course of 10 to 20 trades. This is where you create your win rate and your risk to reward rate. Remember that risk to reward, what we talked at the beginning of the video? This is exactly what it's going to fall in place right now. This is going to be part of your risk management. Keep in mind, without risk management, this is simply not going to work. You can get off this video and I'm just going to save you the time, because the next points that I'm going to explain are going to tie everything together and lead you to success. But you can't tie everything together without this risk management key. And let me give you the example that I use. Every single month that I start trading, literally the first of every single month, I pick a certain percentage that I'm going to risk on my account, and I stick to that percentage throughout the whole entire month. I'm not changing how much I'm going to risk on a trade on Monday versus then on Tuesday, it's a different percentage. And then on Friday, it's a different percentage. There's no sustainability in that. No investor is going to look at you and be like, yeah, this guy has a solid risk management plan. It all makes sense. No, he wants to see consistency. He wants to see consistent results in the same thing over and over and over again. The only way you can do that is by having a bulletproof risk management strategy. So what I do is I pick a percentage at the beginning of the month and I stick through it through the whole entire month. It doesn't matter if I won 5 trades in a row. It doesn't matter if I lost 10 trades in a row. I'm going to use the same exact risk management percentage of the account every single time. And I can't emphasize how powerful this will be to determine whether you're going to be profitable or not. And there's months where I know to risk a little bit more percentages, and there's months where I know to risk a little bit less percentages. This is due to my experience in the markets, simply because the market moves in cycles, and I see the same things happen over and over and over again in certain months and in certain quarters of the year. So now that you tie this risk management together, now you need to combine your strategy with your risk management to now your trading plan. Now, a strategy is just what you need in order to actually enter a trade. Risk management is where you're gonna risk the trade, but then the trading plan is all of this combined together, meaning that you cannot take a trade unless everything in your trading plan is checked out. Now, this can mean whether you have a trade in early Monday morning, whether it is only a certain pair, only at a certain session, you need to have a certain entry signal. Your trading plan is going to be the strict plan that you need to follow every single time. With my students, the trading plan literally has a checklist. And if you don't check off every single thing on the checklist, you don't take the trade. Why are you going to take a trade on something that doesn't have every single box checked off? Would you risk money on something that you don't have certainty over? There's no reason. The market's not going to go anywhere. There's endless opportunity. So we only take trades that every single box is ticked off. Now, there's some days where not everything gets ticked off, so we don't trade. But there's some weeks where we get 3, 4, 5 trades ticked off every other day. And this is the key. You need to have the trading planning. You need to wait for every single trade to tick off every single box inside your trading plan. And to give you a brief sneak peek into my trading plan, I 100% will not even look at a pair unless it has these 3 things. The first thing is we need to have 2 time frames in sync, whether it is the weekly or the daily and the full hour. Not any time frames any lower. I'm only sticking to those 3 to understand the direction of the market. So I don't look at a trade unless we have the 2 time frames in sync. Next is we need to be at a daily or weekly area of interest. If we're not at a daily or weekly area of interest, I'm simply not looking at the trade. And then third, I need to have my actual set and forget strategy to apply at that area of interest. Once a pair has all of that, now is when I bring out my actual checklist and I start checking things off. But until I don't have those 3 things, which is part of my checklist, I'm simply not looking at the pair. And I can't express how important this is. Like everything that I'm explaining to you right now, it's like an engine of a vehicle. The engine of the vehicle has so many components. You have the engine, the transmission, the pistons, the oil, the wheels, the cluster, the electronics. The car can't function without all of these things. The car can look okay, but it won't function. It won't get you anywhere unless it has everything pieced together. This is exactly the same. This is like an engine of a vehicle. You need to have all of these components working together in order so you can successfully drive the car and be safe and it be something sustainable and that lasts a long time. Now, yes, you can get a car, you can put a little bit of gas, you can put whatever coolant, you can tie the tire with only 1 lug nut. But that's not sustainable. That's not going to last a long time. It's going to get to the point where it's going to break down and it won't work again. It's the same thing with trading. You can have a trading plan that you don't have everything there and it might work 1 or 2 or maybe 3 trades. But over the course of 5 to 10 years, which is how long we plan to trade, which is forever, it's not going to be sustainable. You need to have a perfectly built engine so everything is sustainable and everything works in sync together. And that is something that I wish I learned at the beginning, but luckily I figured it out and I have a bulletproof system. I have my engine built perfectly that it runs automatically without me having to worry. I know exactly what I'm looking for every single time when I enter a trade. And once you have all of that together, then comes one of the most sneak attacks that there is. That is the psychology of trading. The psychology of trading is almost like preparing yourself for the traffic that you're gonna have in this car. You can have a beautiful vehicle, you can have a Rolls Royce like the one that I have. It runs perfectly. But when you go out to drive it, the roads are all messed up, there's traffic everywhere, it's raining, and it just annoys you because you want to enjoy the car. It's the same exact thing with the strategy. You can have the best strategy out there. You can have your checklist ready to go. You can have all of the boxes with your pen ready to go and the markets, the trading view, the live. You can have everything ready to go. But your emotions get to you. And what does that happen? You either get greedy, you get fear of missing out, you get anxious, you get impatient, and all of that goes out the window simply because of your emotions. So you can have the best car out there, but because you weren't prepared to have the actual driver experience of living in Miami, you don't end up enjoying the car because you're focused on everything else out there. It's the same thing with the strategy. You can have the best strategy, but until your mind isn't ready to be prepared to handle all of those emotions, it simply won't matter. And I wish I knew this at the beginning, because I would have realized that the problem wasn't the strategy, and I would have realized the problem was actually me. And that's gonna lead me to my Kaizen point. Kaizen had one of the best attitudes, and this refers to always having a pro-advanced attitude. You don't have to improve 100% every single week. Literally, it's pretty much impossible. All you have to do is improve 1% a day. And at that is still a lot, because if you do it over the course of the year, that is obviously a 365% improvement. You're at 3 times of the person that you were when you got started in one single year. You have to remember that a Rolls Royce takes 6 months to build versus a Toyota Corolla, I think it takes like 48 hours or 72 hours. Rome wasn't built in a day. Good thing takes time. And if you're going to make money from the markets forever, it's going to take time for you to perfect who you are as a trader. And these are just some of the small day trading tips that I wish I knew when I started trading. I put it all inside this video here for you guys, because these tips are what led me to now teach thousands of traders to generate anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a week as a beginner 7-figure trader using my 7-figure strategy. I've literally gotten students from making nothing to now making anywhere from $1,500 every single week using my 7-figure strategy. If you want to know more about the 7-figure strategy and actually what it consists about and what does even 7-figure mean, just hit the link in the description below and it's going to make extreme sense. Because I've gotten traders that were working full-time jobs at the mall or super corporate jobs to now becoming a full-time day trader, swing trader. So if you want to know more about the 7-figure strategy, who I am, and how I changed these people's lives, just click the link in the description below. I have a video there for you that is going to explain everything in great detail. So I appreciate you guys watching all this video to the end. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.